people to kind of come in and open up the door. So it's like everybody gets a turn. When it comes to Nia Long, she had a turn. Gabrielle Union, she's had a turn. You know, Megan Good, she's getting her turn. Unfortunately, they just don't feel like there's room for enough of us at once. But I have to go back and blame the black community because of their support to films. You know, our films don't do as well in the theaters as white films do. And that's because we're too into bootlegging and getting things for free and wait until they come out on DVD. Right. But then we complain that we don't have anything. Well, if we're not supporting what we have, we're not going to get more.
Right, I agree with you. What do you think is the reason for Tyler Perry's success then? Why do you think his films do so well? Is it because it has that? Because to me, I love Tyler Perry. I love his movies. I saw a couple of his plays. But do you think it's because you have that strong, most of his movies are based on Medea. Do you think it's because she plays a strong character or what? Because
I think
well.
Tyler's very, very smart. What he did was he went in and honed on his audience. And he captured that Medea audience who became almost cultish. So anything he does, he has a great Christian audience, too. They go out and they spend and they see his name and they support him. He makes wonderful, positive black films, which people really kind of stopped doing for years. You know, they went on to do the Hood Classics, but the Hood Classics is not what's going to support you in the box office. He caught, like, the audience of late teens to 65. My grandmother loves Medea and loves everything that Tyler does.
Right. And
she's 73. Right. She's going to kill me for saying that. But, you know, she supports everything he does. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I hate to say it, but it's kind of like, you know, being gay. You're gay, they support you. You hone into that audience, and they love everything that you do. He found his community and his niche. And
so you think that that's the problem, and you think that we're all in charge of our own destiny in that way?
Absolutely.
Okay.
If you want something, you have to go get it. You can't sit back and wait for somebody else to give it to you. That's something that I learned. If that was the case, I would have never gotten my job in the first place.
Right.
Because when my uncle brought me that script, he wasn't handing me a job. He was just handing me something, and I turned it into my own job.
So what do you think about women like Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie, Britney Spears, who they're famous for drinking and driving and putting out sex tapes, and not for the talent, you know, not for being talented, but for just they're more infamous than famous. What do you think about things like that?
Well, you know, it kind of takes a talent to be infamous, because I don't think I could ever do it. I don't know if you watched the Paris Hilton sex tape, but I did. Paris was acting for the camera the whole time. It really didn't have anything to do with the boy. It had to do with the camera. I think those women have made goals for themselves, and they're going to, you know, get those goals however they see possible. Their way just doesn't happen to be my way, but it's working for them, and it's making them millions.
Do you think that when young children look at that, like, I saw an interview with Barack Obama where he spoke to Tyra Banks, and he said his kids really do not like Paris Hilton. Do you think that young women, young girls look at that and think, that's what I want to be, I want to be that famous because I want to be that rich, instead of looking at the art itself?
I hope not. I think, you know, there's different things. I don't think people look at Paris Hilton as an actress. You know, I think when young girls look at her, and the reason why she sells out magazines is because she's kind of, she's out there. She's a character in her own right, but I don't think anybody wants to be like her.
You don't think so?
I couldn't imagine my daughter coming home and being like, Mommy, I want to be like Paris. I'd probably fall down and have a heart attack. But my kid is not interested in the entertainment business at all. And I think what people need to realize is the women like Britney Spears and Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie, who are plastered in the front of magazines drunk, they also pay a publicist $5,000 a month to make sure they're in every magazine possible and they capture every photo op possible. See, I don't have a publicist. So you won't see me going out on a date. You won't see me at dinner with my friends because I don't want to be famous. I didn't get in this business to be famous. I got in this business because I love to act. I love what I do, and now I love producing.
And that's very important, and I think that it's an important message to get out there to young kids, that this is not, you don't do this simply because you want to be famous, you want to be rich. You do it because it's something you love, something you really desire. I think that is very important, and I'm very glad that you said that. Speaking of going back to the sex tape and scandal, what did you think about Jamie Foxworthy when she came out on Oprah and talking about she had to turn to porn because she got fired from her job?
Well, Jamie's whole issue and the Parents Hill thing are two different things. Jamie did it for survival. They did it for attention. It broke my heart. It absolutely broke my heart. You fall in love with a little girl, you watch her grow up, of course you want what's best for her. But, everybody has ups and downs in their career, and I told Jamie personally, hey, baby, I will never judge you. I love you. It is not my job to judge you. But you're down now, and there's only one place for you to go, is up.
Right.
Your destiny is in your hands. You could be anything you want to be. You've proved it to yourself twice.
Right. Well,
so, what she does from here on out is completely on her.
So, you're working on your new film, and you're enjoying your family life. What else is new with you?
Besides from work and home, not much. I'm really a simple person. I'm a workaholic. I absolutely positively love what I do, and my family is everything to me.
Is there anyone in the industry that you admire, that you look up to?
Oh, there's a bunch of people. I love Sally Fields. I'm praying that one day I get to work with her. I got to work once with Cicely Tyson. She played my mother. I would love to have opportunity to work with her again. Miss Halle Berry. I love her not just as an actress, but as the businesswoman that she's become. I would love to do something with her, too, if possible.
What do you think of T.I. getting in trouble, and Michael Vick and O.J., and do you think it's a disappointment, or do you think that these people should know better, or do you think that, as a lot of people are saying, oh, they went after T.I., or do you think that T.I. took care of, T.I. is the reason why this happened to him, because T.I. put himself in that position?
Again, this is a judgment call, and it's not really my job to judge, but what I will say is people make entertainers and famous people larger than life, but they're just humans. We make all the mistakes that the boy next door makes. Michael Vick, yeah, he's stupid. T.I., come on, he put himself in a dumb situation. O.J., I don't even have a comment, because I can't even imagine where that is coming from.
Right.
Honestly. T.I. got caught with some machine guns, if I'm correct, and some silencers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And some weed.
Right.
Come on, dude, you have enough money where if you really wanted those things, why didn't you have them delivered to you? I just think that we need to be smarter. Not that I think that he needed those things, but if that's what you got to do, you got to think and use your brain. But again, he's a man.
What do you think about Beyonce?
About Beyonce?
Yeah.
Oh, I love her. I'm a huge Beyonce fan. If I was 16 years old, I'd probably have her posters all over my wall.
Okay.
That's one person who I believe had a dream, and she's not going to stop until she accomplishes everything she wants.
I think I read in your email, one of your emails that we exchanged, that you said you were doing something with internet radio.
Oh, yeah, I started doing a new show at artistfirst.com. A couple months ago, I was joking around with a lady named Nicole Stevenson, and I told her that one day I was going to be a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of putting it out there. Everything I open up my mouth and I speak about, God lets me have. I've done 4 shows so far, and I'm going to probably continue to do them every Sunday night at 9 o'clock East Coast time, 6 o'clock West Coast time at artistfirst.com. My show's fun. You can actually go on there right now and listen to archive shows. I just did an interview with the cast of 75.
Right. I do a gossip or entertainment for an internet radio program called The Best Jams every Friday also. What do you think of internet radio? Do you think there's a future for it in our lives? Being that we can turn to the internet for everything, why not radio? Do you think it'll be the next best thing?